Have you noticed it? That strange feeling that something inside you has shifted and you can't explain why? You look at yourself, your reactions, your thoughts, and they don't feel like the old you anymore. It's like you're quietly transforming, and part of you wonders if anyone else can see it, or if it's all happening deep inside where no one notices but you. Maybe you feel distant from things you used to care about. Maybe you're quieter, or more aware, or more restless. Maybe you've been pulling back from certain people, or feeling pulled towards something new, even if you don't know what it is yet. And the wild part? None of it is random. You feel different lately for a reason, actually, for several reasons. And once you understand them, everything you've been experiencing will suddenly make sense. Today, we're breaking down the subtle signs, the internal shifts, and the quiet changes that explain why you've been feeling so different lately. These reasons are more common than you think, and you might recognize yourself in every single one of them. The first reason is growth. You're not the same person you were even a few months ago. Things that used to feel exciting or important now might seem small or even meaningless. That's because your mind, your perspective, and your priorities are shifting. You might notice yourself reacting differently to situations. Maybe you used to get frustrated over little things, but now you pause, think, and handle them differently. Or maybe you're seeing opportunities where you never noticed them before. That's growth at work. Sometimes growth feels uncomfortable. It can make you feel restless, unsure, or even a little lost. Like the ground beneath you has shifted, you might wonder why you don't feel like yourself. That's normal. Feeling different is a sign that you're evolving. Even small experiences, reading a new book, meeting someone new, or reflecting on a conversation, can spark growth, and every time you challenge yourself, step outside your comfort zone or see the world a little differently, you're becoming stronger, wiser, and more aware of who you truly are. So, if you feel different lately, remember, it's not a problem. It's proof that you're growing. The second reason you feel different is that your priorities are changing. What mattered to you before might not matter as much anymore. Maybe you used to spend hours worrying about other people's opinions, chasing certain goals, or keeping up with routines that now feel meaningless. Now you might find yourself drawn to different things. Things that actually feed your mind, your heart, and your peace of mind. It could be your work, your hobbies, your health, or the relationships that truly matter. You're naturally letting go of what doesn't serve you, even if it feels strange at first. This shift can make you feel a little disconnected from the past version of yourself. People around you might notice it too. They might say, "You've changed," or "You're acting differently." And that's true. You are. But it's not bad. Changing priorities is a sign of growth. It means you're learning what truly matters and starting to invest your time, energy, and love into what actually nourishes your life. That feeling of being different, it's just your inner self aligning with your evolving priorities. The third reason you feel different lately is that you're letting go of old patterns. These could be habits, routines, or even relationships that once felt normal, but no longer fit who you are now. Maybe you used to react the same way in every situation, or follow the same cycle over and over. But now something inside you resists. You're slowly breaking free from what no longer serves you, even if it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Letting go can be scary. It can leave you feeling empty, uncertain, or nostalgic for the old you. but it's also freeing. Every time you step away from a pattern that's holding you back, you create space for growth, peace, and new opportunities. This process might feel subtle, small changes that add up over time, but it's powerful. It's why you feel different. Because the version of yourself that's emerging is lighter, stronger, and more in tune with what truly matters to you. The fourth reason you feel different lately is that you're noticing your emotions more deeply. Things that used to slide off your back now hit harder, and moments of joy might feel more intense than before. You might be more sensitive to what's happening around you. Whether it's people's energy, the news, or even small changes in your own life. You're starting to truly feel your feelings instead of pushing them aside. This can be overwhelming at times. You might catch yourself overthinking or feeling emotions you didn't expect. But that's not a weakness. It's growth. Feeling more deeply means you're becoming more self-aware, more empathetic, and more in touch with yourself. The change might even confuse the people around you. They might say, "You've changed," or "Why are you so different?" And the truth is, you have changed. You're tuning into a part of yourself that was always there. But now, it's waking up. The fifth reason you feel different is that you're becoming more independent. You care less about what other people think and more about what feels right for you. Maybe you've started making decisions based on your own needs instead of seeking approval, or you find yourself standing firm even when others disagree. The confidence can feel strange at first, especially if you're used to relying on others for guidance or validation. Independence doesn't mean shutting people out. It means trusting yourself, listening to your instincts, and taking responsibility for your own life. It's a quiet strength that grows every time you choose your own path, even when it's uncomfortable or uncertain. This shift can make you feel a little isolated, like you don't quite fit the same way you used to. But that's natural. Feeling different is just your mind and heart adjusting to a more authentic version of yourself, one who is learning to stand on their own feet. The sixth reason you feel different lately is stress and change. Even small events, moving, a new girl, a difficult conversation, can shift the way you see the world and yourself. Stress has a way of quietly reshaping your thoughts, your moods, and even your reactions. You might notice that you get frustrated more easily, or that things that once felt simple now feel complicated. Change can do the same. It disrupts your routine and challenges your comfort zone. Feeling different isn't a sign that something is wrong. It's your mind adjusting to new circumstances, processing experiences, and learning how to handle them. Every time you adapt, even when it's uncomfortable, you're building resilience and strength. So, if you feel off lately, remember, it could simply be the result of stress or change. And this feeling? It's temporary, part of the process, and it's shaping you into a version of yourself that's stronger and more capable. The seventh reason you feel different is that you're starting to set boundaries. You might not even notice it, but you're naturally pulling away from things, people, or habits that drain your energy. Saying no can feel strange at first, especially if you've spent a long time pleasing others or avoiding conflict. But every time you protect your energy, you're learning what's important and what isn't. You're prioritizing yourself, your time, and your peace of mind. This shift can make you feel a little isolated or misunderstood. People might react differently, and some may even resist the change. But boundaries are necessary. They're what allow you to grow without being pulled back into patterns that no longer serve you. Feeling different right now? That's a sign you're valuing yourself more and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also liberating. The eighth reason you feel different is that you might be mentally or emotionally tired. Life can pile up: work, responsibilities, relationships, personal expectations, and sometimes that weight starts to show in subtle ways. Exhaustion changes how you think, how you react, and even how you feel about yourself. Things that used to feel easy might feel harder now. You might find yourself overthinking, snapping more easily, or just feeling off. This feeling doesn't mean you're weak. It's simply your mind and body signaling that you need rest, reflection, or a change of pace. Sometimes feeling different is your brain's way of saying, slow down, take care of yourself, and recharge. The good news? Awareness is the first step. Recognizing that your tiredness is affecting you allows you to take action, whether that's resting, simplifying your life, or giving yourself permission to say no more often. Feeling different here isn't permanent. It's a nudge to listen to yourself and prioritize your well-being. The ninth reason you feel different lately is that you're stepping into a new phase of life. Life moves forward, whether we're ready or not. And sometimes that shift happens quietly inside us, before we even notice it outwardly. You might feel restless, unsure, or like the person you were is fading. But that's normal. This is your inner self, adjusting to a new chapter, preparing for new challenges, opportunities, and experiences. This change can feel both exciting and scary. You might be drawn to new goals, new relationships, or even a new mindset. The old version of you is evolving, making room for a stronger, wiser, and more self-aware you. Feeling different is actually a sign of progress. It means you're moving forward, even if it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. Embrace it. Every shift inside you is shaping the next version of yourself, the one you're meant to become. Maybe you've listened to all 9 reasons and thought, none of these explain why I feel different. And that's okay. Feeling different isn't always tied to a specific cause. It can sometimes be mysterious, subtle, or even hard to put into words. Sometimes your mind and body are processing things you haven't consciously noticed yet, like unspoken emotions, subconscious changes, or shifts in your energy. Other times, it's just a natural part of life. Humans constantly change, even in ways we don't fully understand. The important thing is not to panic. Instead, use this as an opportunity to explore yourself. Journal your thoughts, reflect on your feelings, or try new experiences. You might uncover hidden truths about yourself, discover new passions, or simply learn to accept that change is a natural part of living. Feeling different doesn't always need a reason. Sometimes, it's just your inner self telling you something is shifting. Pay attention. Grow, evolve. And even if you can't name it yet, that feeling is valid. And it's a sign you're alive, aware, and capable of change. Now, feeling different can be confusing, even uncomfortable. You might feel restless, uncertain, or even a little lost. And that's completely normal. Change is rarely simple, and growth doesn't happen overnight. But here's the good news. You don't have to just sit with these feelings and hope they pass. There are ways to cope, understand yourself better, and even embrace this period of change. These strategies aren't about fixing yourself. They're about supporting yourself while you navigate this shift. They help you stay grounded, find clarity, and turn what feels uncomfortable into an opportunity for growth. The first way is to give yourself permission to feel. Accept that it's okay to feel off, restless, or unsure. Don't fight your emotions or try to ignore them. Acknowledge them. Tell yourself, it's normal to feel this way. I'm allowed to feel different. When you allow yourself to feel, you stop resisting the change, and that's the first step toward understanding it. The second way is to reflect and journal. Writing down your thoughts and emotions can make sense of what's happening inside. You don't need to have all the answers on paper. Sometimes just noticing your feelings is enough. Journaling can help you spot patterns, uncover hidden thoughts, or even reveal new perspectives about yourself that you hadn't seen before. The third way is to slow down and rest. Change can be exhausting, mentally and emotionally. Give yourself space to breathe, to pause, and to recharge. Even small moments of rest, like a short walk, a quiet cup of tea, or a few minutes of meditation, can help your mind and body adjust to the shifts you're experiencing. The fourth way is to reconnect with what grounds you. Spend time doing activities that make you feel centered and calm. This could be spending time in nature, listening to music, moving your body through exercise, practicing mindfulness, or doing hobbies that make you feel alive. Grounding yourself helps balance the discomfort that comes with feeling different. The fifth way is to talk to someone you trust. Sharing how you feel with a friend, family member, or mentor can lighten the emotional load. You don't need them to fix anything or give solutions. Sometimes just being heard brings clarity, perspective, and relief. Talking can also help you see your own growth more clearly, even if you didn't notice it before. The sixth way is to embrace small steps. You don't have to figure everything out at once. Focus on one small action at a time. Build a new habit, let go of an old pattern, or simply observe and name your emotions. Over time, these small steps create meaningful change and help you feel more in control during periods of uncertainty. The seventh way is to practice self-compassion. Be patient, kind, and gentle with yourself. Feeling different isn't a flaw. It's a sign that you're evolving. Treat yourself like you would a friend going through the same changes, with encouragement, understanding, and support. Remind yourself that every shift, every uncomfortable feeling, and every moment of growth is part of becoming the person you're meant to be. Remember, feeling different is not a problem. It's proof that you're evolving. By giving yourself space, reflecting, grounding, sharing, taking small steps, and practicing self-compassion, you can navigate this change with clarity, confidence, and curiosity. This isn't just about surviving the shift. You can learn to embrace it and grow from it. Feeling different doesn't just bring insight and growth. It also comes with challenges. Change, even positive change, can be uncomfortable, and it often pushes us in ways we weren't expecting. The first challenge is feeling isolated. As you grow, you might notice that some people in your life no longer resonate with who you're becoming. Friends, family, or colleagues might not understand the shifts you're experiencing. You might feel like no one around you truly gets you anymore. That feeling of being alone is normal, but it can be tough. Remember, sometimes growing apart is a natural part of evolving. The second challenge is uncertainty. Growth often brings questions. What should I do next? Am I making the right choices? Who am I becoming? That uncertainty can feel uncomfortable or even scary. It's normal to second-guess yourself. But remember, not knowing is also part of the process. It's the space where discovery and learning happen. The third challenge is resistance from the outside world. People who are used to the old you may react to your changes in ways you don't expect. They might resist, criticize, or even try to pull you back into old patterns. It can feel frustrating or discouraging. But this resistance is often a sign that you're stepping into new territory, and it shows that your growth is real. The fourth challenge is internal discomfort. As you navigate change, you might feel restless, emotional, or mentally exhausted. Your body and mind are adjusting to the new version of yourself, and this adjustment period can feel heavy at times. It's normal to feel off, impatient, or even overwhelmed during these moments. The fifth challenge is self-doubt. Change often makes us question who we are and whether we're capable of handling it. You might worry about losing yourself, making mistakes, or not living up to your own expectations. But this doubt is part of the growth process. It shows that you're aware of your path and taking it seriously. The important thing to remember is that challenges are not roadblocks. They're signposts. Every difficulty you face is an opportunity to strengthen yourself, to learn more about who you are, and to become more resilient. The discomfort you feel now is temporary, but the growth you gain from facing it can last a lifetime. So if you feel challenged, uneasy, or even a little scared, know that it's all part of the journey. Lean into the discomfort. Face the challenges with patience, courage, and curiosity. This is what shapes you into the person you're becoming. Now that we've talked about the challenges that come with feeling different, let's look at some ways to handle them. These strategies can help you navigate discomfort, uncertainty, and resistance without losing yourself. The first way is to accept the discomfort. Change is rarely smooth, and feeling restless, emotional, or unsure is normal. Instead of fighting it, acknowledge it. Tell yourself, this is part of my growth. It's temporary, and it's okay to feel this way. Acceptance reduces stress and helps you stay grounded. The second way is to create a support system. Surround yourself with people who understand or at least respect your journey. This might mean connecting with friends who uplift you, seeking a mentor, or joining communities where growth is encouraged. Even one person who gets it can make a huge difference. The third way is to set clear boundaries. If someone resists your change or pulls you back into old patterns, it's okay to protect your energy, saying no. Stepping back from toxic influences or limiting time with people who drain you isn't selfish. It's necessary for your growth. The fourth way is to practice self-reflection. When uncertainty or self-doubt creeps in, take time to reflect on your experiences. Journaling, meditating, or simply thinking through your feelings can help you understand what's happening inside you and make better decisions moving forward. The fifth way is to take small, intentional steps. Growth can feel overwhelming if you try to do everything at once. Instead, focus on one thing at a time: a new habit, a healthier mindset, or a small change in your routine. These small steps build confidence and momentum over time. The sixth way is to reframe challenges as opportunities. Every uncomfortable moment, every pushback from others, and every moment of uncertainty is a chance to learn more about yourself and grow stronger. Shift your mindset from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What can I learn from this?" The seventh way is to practice self-compassion. Be patient and kind to yourself throughout the journey. Challenges are part of life, but they don't define you. Treat yourself as you would a friend going through similar struggles, with understanding, encouragement, and love. Remember, challenges are part of the process, not a sign that something is wrong. By accepting discomfort, seeking support, setting boundaries, reflecting, taking small steps, reframing difficulties, and practicing self-compassion. You can face these challenges head-on and come out stronger, wiser, and more aligned with who you're becoming. So now you know why you might feel different lately. 9 reasons, from growth and shifting priorities to emotional changes and new phases in life. You've also learned how to cope with these feelings and how to face the challenges that come with them. You're not lost. You're evolving, and the best is yet to come.